What do you do when you find out your sister has been sabotaging your job interviews for 10 years? My sister Melanie was having lunch with my dream company's hiring manager at the same restaurant where I was waiting tables, explaining why I was too unstable to hire when she didn't know I'd been working there for the past 6 months. She's brilliant, don't get me wrong, Melanie said, stirring her martini. But the mental health issues, the drinking problem, it would be irresponsible of me not to warn you. I stood frozen behind the serving station, holding their appetizer plates. The hiring manager, Ms. Rodriguez from Arctech Engineering, nodded sympathetically. We appreciate you looking out for us. Professional courtesy and all. It's a shame. Her portfolio was impressive. That was my 5th rejection from a top firm this year, the 20th in 3 years. The pattern was always the same. Great initial interview, glowing feedback, promises to call, then sudden silence or vague rejections. I'd started waiting tables to pay the bills, convinced I was somehow failing at final interviews despite never getting to that stage. Now I knew why. Melanie was a senior engineer at Raymond Industries, one of the biggest firms in our city. We'd both studied engineering, me at MIT, her at a state school. She'd graduated first and got established while I was still finishing my master's degree. By the time I entered the job market, she was already connected everywhere. I'd been so grateful when she offered to help with my job search. She'd forward my resume, make introductions, and put in a good word. What a supportive sister, everyone said. I watched her pull out her phone to show Ms. Rodriguez something. This was from her last breakdown. Had to institutionalize her for 2 weeks. It was a photo of me from when I had food poisoning 2 years ago, passed out on her bathroom floor. She'd taken it as a joke, but apparently kept it for other purposes. I set down the plates and walked over. Your appetizers? I said pleasantly. Melanie's face went through several colors. Jess, you work here? 6 months now, paying the bills while my engineering career mysteriously stalls. I turned to Ms. Rodriguez. I'm Jessica Torres. I believe you have my application. Ms. Rodriguez looked deeply uncomfortable. This is awkward. Only because my sister just committed slander and defamation. I pulled out my phone. Should I call my lawyer now or after I serve your entrees? Melanie tried to recover. Jess, I heard everything. Mental health issues, drinking problem, institutionalization. I addressed Ms. Rodriguez. I've never been institutionalized. I don't drink at all, actually. And the only mental health issue I have is trusting the wrong people. Ms. Rodriguez studied me. Can you prove any of this? Can she prove any of her claims? I countered. But yes, I can provide medical records, character references, and interestingly, recordings of Melanie making similar claims to other employers. Melanie stood up. Recordings? My friend Ben works at Harmon Tech. Remember when you called their HR department about my violent tendencies? They record all HR calls. He pulled it for me last week when I started getting suspicious. That was a bluff. I'd only started suspecting her an hour ago, but Melanie didn't know that. Why? Ms. Rodriguez asked Melanie. Why would you sabotage your own sister? Melanie's professional mask cracked. Because she thinks she's so special. MIT, perfect grades, professors calling her a genius. Do you know what it's like being the ordinary sister? Getting a job only to have everyone ask when your brilliant sister is joining the field? So you destroyed my career? I delayed it. You'd have surpassed me in a year if you'd gotten hired anywhere decent. Ms. Rodriguez closed her portfolio. Ms. Torres, Melanie, this is deeply disturbing. I'll be informing Raymond Industries about this conversation. Melanie went white. You can't. Melanie fled the restaurant. Ms. Rodriguez turned to me. Can you come to our office tomorrow? Bring your portfolio. I'm scheduled to wait tables. I think you can quit. We're very interested in your work. The real version, not your sister's fiction.